here's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Isaiah Wynn with a penalty. The former first-round pick back in 2018.
Check 26, check 26.
H.A. now up the middle. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. difficult. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Gary Brightwell. And he returns this to the 22. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Giants' 1st down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
After a couple of seasons of battling injuries, the former #2 overall pick returned to Pro Bowl form with over 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. Just as important, played 16 games and handled over 350 touches, essentially carrying the Giants' offense.
Now Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Jones on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on the... It got his man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 40 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Play action, now it's Tua. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on third and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal. As a nice run there, gets him down to the 6-yard line. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
There, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Tua going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jones throwing on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Wilkins, not known as a sack artist, only 8 combined in his last 2 seasons, but almost 100 tackles and a pair of forced fumbles for the Fins last season.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Back to throw. Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on third down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And here comes Berrios, fighting his way through contact. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the gun, it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Campbell making the catch. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
There were moments where Thibodeau really flashed and looked like an absolute monster as a rookie. Finished 4th in the Rookie of the Year voting. And if he gets more consistent in year 2, look out. His numbers will be big time.
In motion, Hill. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Tua sets up to pass it. That's swung out to Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Catch made here by Campbell. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Off play action. Jones. Steps away and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run with Barkley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jones. Pass complete to Shepard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A-game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.